The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 from 1986. After one of the most grueling movie horror events of all time, director Tobe Hooper returns to a more dark, humoured sequel here to his 1974 shocker, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and delivers a darn good effort in the process. Hooper invites his audience from the get-go back to Texas, along with two big shot privileged young out-of-town guys in daddy's bought sports car who are drinking, driving, shooting at road signs and messing with a live broadcast local radio station that they are phoned into from the car. Their nuisance and noise disturbs more than just the good folk of the area, though. They attract the attention of the notorious Texas family, also out on the road this very night, and soon bring a buzzkill to the party pranks. This opening sequence is a kill classic right out of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre book of Gruel, and immediately reconnects the viewer to the out-of-control Texas terror action that Tobe Hooper first introduced to us back in 1974. On top of that, we also get practical splatter effects, old school style cool by the maker and makeup maestro himself, Mr. Tom Savini. Back up, hold on tight, as the welcoming committee saw us coming, and the freak is on, as this action-packed slice and dice opening cuts a swathe through the credits and die duty cast members with a groovy, gory swagger. Heads up, Leatherface and family are back.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Next morning, the night before's massacre and carnage is evident to see, and early at the scene is South Texas investigator Lieutenant Lefty Enright, brilliantly played with a quirky edge by Dennis Hopper. His character, along with being an officer of the law, just so happens to also be the uncle of the poor invalid young guy in the wheelchair from the original movie, who is the first victim of Leatherface's chainsaw that we get to see in the movie. He is also therefore, of course, the uncle of the only survivor of that massacre, as the character Marilyn Burns portrays of Sally was also the brother of Franklin, the poor wheelchair-bound chainsaw shish kebab victim. For over a decade, Lefty has been on the trail of his family members' attackers and has dedicated his life to hunting them down. Now he is right on top of their killing grounds, with the help of the female radio DJ going by her cool name of Stretch. He intends to step right on into the lair and flush them out for a one-time and final face-off. Lefty gets Stretch to repeat play the live events recorded on air the night the two out-of-town revel makers were attacked during her nighttime show, and sure enough it draws attention, but of course goes way beyond what was expected. Lefty and her show producer are locked away in the radio station, but still receive an unwanted guest in the freaky form of Bill Moseley as Chop Top Sawyer. And he hasn't come alone, and pretty soon he and Leatherface are laying down their own Saw-savvy soundtrack as they terrify Stretch and lay waste to the radio station, literally bringing the grindhouse down around them. Stretch barely survives with their life, only to doggedly follow Chop Top and Leatherface to their off-the-beaten-track hidden family lair. Lefty has a head start on them, and thankfully for Stretch, hooks up with her at what it seems is an abandoned theme park, and the cold, killing cannibal clan are holed up there in what was once known as Texas Battle Land. An underground dwelling of tunnels and makeshift open areas is where Leatherface and family reside now, cooking up the human body parts for their prize-winning prime meat business. But now Lefty has found them and is ready to serve up his own vengeance-filled dish of the day. Kitted out with 3 fuel-filled chainsaws of his very own, Lefty is ripe for the fight and jumps on in to the devil's own playground, intent on bringing it all down upon the twisted killer clan inside. Pull the start cord, rev your chainsaws, and prepare to dive right on in for Easy Rider versus Leatherface. Oh, what a buzz! A prime meat saw-off is to be had from this dark satire, with Dennis Hopper and Bill Moseley particularly going all out batshit crazy for a 6 out of 10 Saw good time for franchise fans and dark-humoured horror gore-goers alike, as well as a Chop Top sequel from Tobe Hooper. Throw in the after-feature bonus extra material from Arrow Video. They do so very well, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 becomes an undertaking well worth surviving till the end. This is presented in its original and true 1:5:1 aspect widescreen ratio with clear stereo sound to accompany it. The extras include a couple of infamous scenes cut from the film, which feature some terrific practical effects and gore moments from Tom Savini. And it is a real shame that after all this time these could not actually have been perhaps remastered themselves and pieced back together to reintegrate into the film, even if only branched as an extended workprint extra cut. Tom Savini must surely to this day be disappointed, as so much of his good work just ended up on the cutting room floor. Plenty though still here to enjoy overall from this Blu-ray release, and most of all investing in or checking out what will get you a real buzz from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Come on, you must have all saw that one coming. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Is pure nutty fun.
Okay.
Torito.